Hey everyone, and welcome at the Humans in AI show, a show by the global AI community where we're inviting every episode an AI expert and learn more about their life and their job. Today we're inviting Beatriz Stollnitz. Hey Bea, thanks for joining us today. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Sammy?
I'm doing great too. Thanks for joining us here today in the studio. I hope you like the scenario we have built up here.
I love traveling, so I'm very happy near maps in general.
Well,
love
that's
it.
nice. Well, I would like to ask you a question to get to know you a little bit more. We already know that, well, it's humans in AI, so you are working in the field of AI.
And I'm a human too, by the way.
Oh, okay, that's cool. These days, sometimes you don't know anymore with all that generative AI. Now, if you wouldn't be working in the tech industry, what kind of job would you be doing?
I think I would be an architect. So I kind of come from a family where like half the people are artists in some way and the other half are into engineering, science in another way. So I kind of grew up with that kind of duality of like creativity and science. And so that's something that appeals to me a lot. Like I even today, I love architecture. I follow architects like most people follow musicians or, I don't know, actors. And I love photography. So I love anything that is like at the intersection of creativity and technology in any way, right? So okay. I think architecture always appealed to me for that reason. But I don't regret having gone to computer science. I still like computer science better.
So you like drawing?
I'm horrible at drawing. So maybe it was a really good idea that I didn't do architecture because I probably have failed all my classes anyway.
So then it's more the technical part also in architecture, of course.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like the decision making, like the creativity. Yeah. And I'm sure I would learn a little bit of drawing if I had gone into that career.
Wow, it's not an artistic drawing, it's also technical drawing.
Exactly.
Okay,
right.
Cool. It's quite interesting. Now we got to know you a little bit better. Let's get to know your job, maybe also the work you do with your team. Please share with us, what do you do at Microsoft?
Sure. So I'm a developer advocate at Microsoft. And what that means is that advocates really focus on three pillars. We focus on product. So we work closely with product teams. We try new features very early on and we give them feedback. We focus on writing content about those products. So as we learn about it, then we're kind of very well positioned to write about it as soon as they come out. And we focus on communities. So we work very closely with people that are using those products and we kind of help them learn how to use those technologies. So we kind of can think of us as like a bridge between the product teams at Microsoft and the community that uses those products.
Okay, so you need to keep up all the time with the latest what is getting announced or what is getting announced.
Oh, in my case, I go to all the spec reviews with the team. So I'm there with the team. I go to every single spec review. So I hear about the feature before it's created, right? So I have an opportunity to give feedback at that point.
Okay. That's quite interesting.
Yeah.
Now, have you always been working in the field of AI?
No, actually. So before working in AI, I used to work on product teams, creating tools for engineers to create front ends of applications, either on the desktop or on the web.
Okay. Any tools we know?
If you're old enough. So I used to work for the WPF and Silverlight teams at Microsoft back in the days.
Okay, I'm old enough, but we don't use it so often anymore. Okay, quite interesting that you've been working on these things also. So you really went from software engineer to advocacy and then more in the field of AI.
Right.
Okay, exactly. It's an interesting track that you've been following. Now, if you think purely about AI, what really excites you in the field of AI?
I think that the thing that excites me the most is really the fact that AI is just everywhere. So it's touching the lives of pretty much everyone on the planet right now, either directly or indirectly, right? And obviously the direct ways we see them, people try and chat GPT on the web. Obviously they know they're interacting with AI, right? But also indirectly, even like whether a person gets accepted to a loan or not, or even like solutions to global warming that may be affecting people. in their homes or in their lives, right? All those things are affecting everybody. So I think that what I'm most excited about AI is really this huge potential for making the world better, because it's such a kind of widespread tool.
So you're a fan of AI for good?
I'm totally so so I feel like we're now at that intersection where we you know, AI is now becoming powerful enough that we could use it for good or not, right? And I think that's also one of the reasons why I want to be in AI right now, is that I feel like we all have the responsibility to use it for good, right? Because it's a very powerful tool, and obviously if it's misused, then the consequences will be bad, right? But thankfully, I think I'm seeing that the AI community is very united in trying to make it like a good tool that will help people.
Yeah. Well, you say it yourself also, it's a very powerful tool, so you need to be careful also in the way we're going to use it.
Exactly.
Now, if you think about your own job, how do you think AI will affect your own job?
So given that I write AI code all day, it affects me tremendously, right? Every new technology that comes out, every new thing that is invented, you know, I'm going to be using it. I'm going to be coding with it. I'm going to be teaching people how to use it, at least within Microsoft, right? And so it affects me a lot, right? Like it affects everything that I do. It affects the direction of my job completely, right? So maybe it affects me more than most people for that reason, because for me it's like every day, the whole day, everything I do, and so that's exciting, I think.
Now, I really see that you're excited about the job that you're doing, but what really excites you in the job? Is there anything particular that you say, this I really love?
There is. So I love teaching people. Like I loved being a TA in grad school, for example. I just loved spending time with the students and explaining things. And as an advocate, I feel like I kind of, you know, as a TA, you get paid minimum wage. So I actually feel like I get paid a proper wage to teach people as an advocate in some ways. So I think my favorite moments is like when I'm talking about something in AI and helping people understand it, and I can just see like the spark in there. I go like, oh, I get it. Like I never thought I could learn this thing. It feels like so like hard and kind of out there, and I actually get it. Like I know how to use it. And so I love teaching people and kind of breaking things down and making them easier to understand.
Yeah. Well, I think you will still have a lot of work to do, because we notice there's still a lot of AI literacy going on.
Yeah.
So I really wish you all the best with everything that you're still doing within your job, and of course within the rest of your life. I want to thank you for joining us today. And we would only want to thank you also to watch this episode, and looking forward to have you on board for our next episode.